In 3, 2, 1, record.
What's up, family? We are back. I just want to let y'all know. Wait, which one?
You know that you know.
This one.
I'm looking
This
at
one. This one.
Oh, the set of
No, yours is the silver one.
So which
This is the
one?
wide screen, and that's
No, you gotta look
Oh,
at the camera when you're talking, not the screen.
Well, then we turn that off.
Yeah.
That's distracting.
That's really what I do when I
Yes,
record.
it is
I'm like, turn that off. I don't want to see myself.
But she looking at this camera. This is the camera we're looking at, right?
The middle one.
Yeah.
I was looking at the middle one.
Yeah.
Not the middle one.
Well, all right.
This
We'll
one
turn
right
it off.
Looking at there.
The one with the silver.
Looking at you tilted it. You're not looking at the people.
The one closest to me.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I'm turning it off.
You can keep this part in.
We'll edit it out, a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is distracting looking at that.
I know.
I'll be looking
Oh.
at
No,
the
the first time we started it, the first episode, I said 5 minutes, and I said turn that off. I can't focus because I keep looking at myself. I'm supposed to look right here.
I'm one of them.
I tell people I have tryouts. If it don't work out the first 15 seconds, I'm turning it off.
Turn that off.
You gotta tell me when you ready for me to start turning the camera.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna play with you.
Yeah, I know. Especially when they had the TV sitting up there.
Oh, when they had the TV up here? Oh, Lord.
Yes.
That was my everything. Oh, my God.
Y'all know I'm the reason why the TV ain't sitting over there.
No.
Oh, Lord.
Because I told him that y'all was being baby by the TVs being over here.
We was.
We were.
On big screens and be in front of big people. Y'all not gonna be embarrassing me.
That is very true, though.
I know. I feel you. I was looking right at myself like,
appreciate
damn,
your discipline.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
everybody go toilet.
I was looking at it while we were recording. I was like, yeah, because like,
you gotta make sure that good. That was good.
Like I look, I still look good. That first episode was so
Either
chaotic.
way, I'm still looking.
Y'all deserve to have better content. Y'all ain't gonna go to these big networks embarrassing.
Yeah, that's very true, though. That's very true.
Y'all know media training.
I don't care. That's lotion. Make sure. Everybody trying to tell me I need some more lotion, Lord. All right. We still recording?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's up, family? It's your girl, Azealia Mize, and you already know I'm always giving you the best seat in the house. Sitting with me today, we have some special guests. Well, I would say more like family now. Since we had our introduction session, we've been working and connecting with each other. Yeah. And this moment is really special because you get to enjoy this experience that we're going to give you. And this is something big. This is for my dissertation. And we're going to really show... Oh, hold up. Yeah.
Celebration.
Yes,
Yes,
this is for my dissertation. Yeah. And we have the pleasure and the privilege of showing you what Black creatives in spaces like this, what we can create, what we can evolve into, and the possibility of implementing into higher education. So let's just dive in. I want to have everyone introduce themselves to y'all. So Theo, go first.
Oh Lord, of course I'm first.
Yeah, of course.
What's up, you guys? My name is Theo. Mr. Please Don't Irk Me. I'm so excited to be here. I have a podcast that's called The Please Don't Irk Me Show. And then I have another podcast with my best friend, which is called I'm Not in the Mood Podcast. What's up, best friend? Jane, love you. Hey, and then I do street interviews as well. So that is the space that I create for a lot of Black individuals.
Yes, love it.
Okay. How am I supposed to follow that up? My name is Vanessa. How you doing? Okay. Instagram name K_mommy. Oh, that's me. And, I'm not set up with the podcast and stuff, but watch out.
Okay.
Because I'm coming.
It's coming.
Okay. It's on the way.
Okay.
The creativity that I bring is usually to the classroom. I work in a social work setting, usually with those who are underprivileged or at-risk youth. I try to make it as fun as possible. They can stay out of trouble.
Okay.
My provide
Lord.
jokes, laughs, laughter, my Blackness.
Okay.
That's my creativity.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, Matt.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Nicole. I am a content creator. I'm a former director, but we we switched some things up.
Okay, talk to us nice.
A blogger, a digital storyteller. I have a series called Black by Nature, Philly by Choice. Check me out there, okay? At Melissa Nicole XOXO.
Introductions.
Look,
introduce yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So I have a question. So we all know how important this conversation is going to be.
Of course.
Out of curiosity, what made y'all say yes to being a part of this experience? Where we're able to show like what Black and brown creatives are, what we consist of, and what we're doing now and what we plan to do in the future. Why did y'all say yes to this experience?
Well, I say yes to anybody Black. Praise the Lord. What did Issa Rae say? Rooted for all people Black.
Yeah.
Literally. I really wanted to do it because I thought it was a very interesting topic. Because, you know, I think that like we see podcasts all day long, but we don't know why it's there or like why people create a space for other people. So when you're talking about podcasts, I was just like, that's perfect because I have one. And also, I want to learn a little bit more too.
Yes.
You know, some people may have some ideas. Some people may have something going on that probably I may not know about. So I think a great idea could obviously branch from this. So that's what kind of drew me to like be a part of this whole experience. And of course, a Black woman. My God.
Yes.
You know, so that's the reason why I'm definitely here. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. How about you?
Same.
If
it's Black, I'm there. But no,
Okay.
most importantly though, my just to give y'all some background, my son goes to a HBCU, and they need more.
Your son's in college?
Mm-hmm.
Black don't crack.
20-year-old.
Okay. Black don't crack. My God.
And unfortunately, they don't really have a lot of things that like are geared to their creativity or aspects of that. And you know, Gen Z a little. They fast and slow at the same time. No shit. You know, so I think like something like this would engage my son and make him more interested in school without just being like the boring like stuff like that. So that's that. I'm really into like expanded education in that way. Not just for like college students, but all types of kids. There are all types of young people who are creative, who needs like, you know, an outlet. And so anything that I could do to help like expand on that, you know, in my Blackness.
Okay.
That's number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay. And I want to be a part of whatever comes from this. So that's the reason why.
Yes, I love that. Yeah.
Melissa Nicole. Yes.
I am here because I'm all for supporting women first and foremost. Everything you, I just love your energy. You've always been a very nice and kind spirit. So I'm very big on that. And then also too, I feel like this has value. So I wanted to come because I also wanted to learn something. But I really love when people are doing something, not just for show, but it actually has some substance.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to be here.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm really appreciative. I'm gonna be really transparent in this moment. Like I remember in our information session when I told y'all, you know, I don't think I chose the topic. I think God chose it for me.
Yeah.
Because I've literally been battling for a while, and my advisor, who's behind the scenes right now, can definitely tell you he has seen me cry. He has seen me, you know, like in interesting spaces. But he's also been an amazing support person. So shout out to Matthew for being an amazing advisor. Westchester University.
Okay.
Take his class.
WC, Well, let me say this. I appreciate you for creating this space for us. I mean, like, imagine if this never happened. Imagine if God didn't put this in your heart for this, you know, to be curated and for this to be created and for you to do it so beautifully and so delicately too as well, because that information session that we did, we had a ball in that session, and we were on there for like an hour or two, and it didn't even feel like it. And we were just talking and having a good time, and I was like, this is really what it's all about. That people can get together from different cultures, different walks, different parts of the city, and that we're all inside of one Zoom room talking about the change and the change that we need and the change that we want to see within our own community. So I thank you for even doing this in the first place. I feel like I'm on on the View. Don't do that.
All right, no, Tamar.
Oh Lord.
We love y'all. Please watch. You wanted to say
I
something?
did want to
Go
say
ahead,
that, not to
love.
get too churchy, because I
No,
do
you
love the
good.
Lord.
We good.
Okay.
Amen.
We all do.
Obedience.
Mm.
You ain't have to do it. Some days you want to do it.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
obedience.
And you know the interesting thing about it, like obedience is not always easy. I think that when it comes to trying to really carry something, I tell Matthew this all the time, I feel like I'm carrying a cross or a burden that's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where we're going with it. I don't know the next step. I'm just along for the ride. I'm just like, okay. So I think like in full transparency, like I wanted to really be vulnerable with myself and with the world and just let them know that there is a need for this, right? And even though in spaces where I may not always, surprisingly, I may not always feel received or accepted, I know that I'm not tripping. And I know like that there is a secret sauce that exists, you know, when we all get together and we're all able to be creative. And so I wanted to just be able to create that for us and for others.
I love that. Come on here, Black woman. My God.
So I think that like segues us into like one of our first questions. One of the first questions is, what do you want educational and professional institutions to truly gather from this conversation about Black creativity? Not as a trend, but as a foundational force shaping the world and landscapes we're connected to.
Oh, okay. I think I'll start with this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, we've been doing it. We've been doing it for generations. You can't think of any part of American culture that we haven't changed or influenced or, I mean, like, come on now. Some of the best people to ever do it was one of us. Could you imagine songs without Whitney? or comedy without Bernie Mac?
Oh my goodness, can't imagine. I still miss him.
Recipes.
Or Pies without Patty?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Without Bernie.
But listen, is it the truth or not?
Seriously. Two things that don't match.
But just in the way that we do things, and to teach, because we're talking about educational spaces.
Yes.
The amount of creative kids that I have come across with no way, no place to like put that energy or even anybody to feed it or nurture it or to even show them that they have it. A lot of these kids don't even know they creative.
Yeah.
Seriously. And it's just like to give them another outlet, like, of course, capitalism. They teach us like, this is a shirt, this is a pencil, this is how you do it. They don't teach like innovation.
Yes.
They don't teach creativity. They want everybody to be the same and not different. And one thing I love about us as a people is how we sit in our differentness.
Yes. Yes.
I love that about us. So if we could find a way to help the next generation of influences, the next Bernie Mac, the next Patty Pie, you know, it would do us a service.
Yes.
As a people. I think a lot of times, and I love this. I hate this about us. I think a lot of times we want the acceptance of outside, and ain't nothing wrong with home.
Right. Dive more into that. If you can.
Like, I noticed, in especially like podcast spaces and things, and like media spaces, a lot of times we want to get to the commercial. We want to get picked up by the major network. We want to get accepted by this. But I mean, why we don't have a CBS? Why we don't have the things that or even the things that we do have, we also gatekeep Oprah. I said it.
Oh my Lord. Gail. How are y'all? Right? Love y'all down there.
Hey, friend.
Please don't hurt me.
Oh God.
You know, like a lot of those things are even still like gated, like Rock Nation and those types of places are still like very like. Still, hopefully, I'm speaking something into if you see me.
Oh my God.
Right.
That's a real thing too.
But I think the first thing we need to do is teach our kids, number one, our creativity, how to hone it, and how to keep it home, and how to keep it us.
Yes, for sure.
So That's my little spin on it. I don't know if I answered the question.
No, you did.
You definitely did. I think even for like, I will die on this hill that Black people are the blueprint. Yes. That's just what we are.
Yes.
I believe that we are the creatives, that people watch us to kind of mimic what there is out there. And I love how you said that, like, people that we think the goal is to get to NBC. We think the goal is to get to these white machines and things like that. And I really hate that for us, because even sometimes, even in Black spaces, certain Black people aren't even allowed as well because of certain, like you said, gatekeeping.
Don Lemon.
No, okay, listen, no, there are certain places where that, like, only certain Black people can go. Because if I go there, they're probably going to be like, ooh. Or they're going to be like, I don't think you're kind of allowed here.
Yes.
And it's crazy because when I went to HBCU. Shout out to UMES in Maryland, and it's crazy because I was on concert choir. I know Figaro. So I was on concert choir, and we would travel around to other like PWIs and things like that. When I tell you, can really feel the difference between an HBCU and a PWI, and the creativity is totally different on campus. The way we decorate, the way our merch is, the way that our classroom settings are, the way people teach. Because like, sometimes when you have a room of Black people, you're the Black teacher, I know how to really connect with you guys. But like, the difference of that being like, different is like the white to the Black. It's like, oh God, I really hate that. Yeah. But you really hit that right on the head. And I think that's a really great conversation, that is like, we have to stop wanting to go to the white people to get the acceptance or the success. And I think that's where we kind of fall short. And I think that's a difference that, we hold. And I really hate that for us. I really do. Yeah. And I really do hope that at some point that we can find some type of way that we have our own. That like, we go to the Black source. Or, because I think at one point BET used to be that. Praise the Lord. I don't feel like it's like that anymore, but that's a conversation for another day. Yes. But that's the things that I'm kind of talking about. That it's like certain Black people could be only certain areas and certain spaces. And I believe that we should just all be together, working all together to defeat this whole machine that is out there controlling everything.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree with that. However, because I didn't go to HBCU, I went to TU. Okay, shout out.
Oh, come on,
I went to TU, and then I went to St. Joseph University. So I was.
Oh, you got money.
So.
College tuition.
No student loan debt.
Okay.
What they do? That's right. Yes. Even having gone to the college and then having to work, I've kind of been in spaces where I've been the only Black person.
Yes.
So sometimes I kind of feel like I have to shine brighter. I have to do this because I have to
that's so good.
set myself apart, where I also feel like I'm the one that's taking the charge for everybody Black behind me.
Yes.
So I understand what you're saying. Like, we do want to be seen by our own, because of course I want to be seen by my own, because I feel like being seen by my own is what matters.
Yeah.
However, depending on your career and what you're doing, you still have to kind of get the approval of them in order to make it.
I hate that so bad.
And I'm going to just like add to that, and then we all can speak on it. So from my experience, like, I went to PWIs too, like all three institutions. I went to them. You know what I'm saying? And the interesting thing about it is, like, I've seen how much work and effort and how much I had to really put into my experience. And I was blessed enough to where I had professors, not all the time, but I think it's our favor. Where I was blessed enough to have supportive professors. But when it came time for me to actually step into the professional realm of things, like, even to this day, I still feel like I don't belong, right? But it's because I know that I do, and it's my calling, and it's that shine that we have, it's that, well, why she's wearing that, or the tilting of the head. Or
I was just about to say that.
Like, it's hard.
Are we adjusting to their professionalism?
Like,
or
no,
is it like...
it's a matter of like walking. For me, I walk in as Diamond. Like, I walk in as Azealia Mize. But I do get head tilts. I do get I do get, why is she here, or how is she here? Young, Black, and fashionable. I'm asking for all the attention. You get what I'm saying? And then at the same time, like, one of my insecurities that I tell people is public speaking. And so, the fact that I try to work so hard to make sure that I'm articulating, when I'm in spaces or whatever, and that I'm not dimming my light, but it's challenging. And I think that that's why I said, you know what, like, this platform or this space that we're creating right now, that's something that needs to happen more. Because I work in higher education, and I see that there are so many professionals who are creative, so many scholars who are creative, but there's not enough space for us to continue to be ourselves and to be that. And it's like, how you walking down the street and you see one of you and you're like, yes, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, every single time.
Yes.
How are you?
Is that us smoking? Like, okay, cool.
Yes.
Like, it's that.
Right.
It's that. Go ahead.
You know what I do want to add, though, even though I would love for us to have our own spaces, one of the things that I do like about us going to other people's spaces is our ability to change narratives.
Yes.
That's really
yes.
good too. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's always a catch-22, but I know that when you two ladies leave the space that you're at, I'm guaranteeing you're probably surprising a lot of folks.
Oh, for sure.
And we're like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I let them look.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna give them a look. Okay. We're gonna give them something. Something to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you think about, everything we said, how would you say you perceive, or you, like, how would you articulate like Black creativity or Black innovation? Like, if you had to explain it.
I would say it's colorful. It's loud. It's vibrant.
Yes.
I feel like it's palatable. What's it palatable? I'm the touch it, you can
feel
it.
Yeah.
I would say that it's that. And then I would say that it's authentic. I feel
Yes.
like no matter what we're doing, whatever creative lane, we are always being ourselves.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's one thing I will always say, that if it's one thing we're going to do, we're going to be ourselves.
We're gonna be, listen.
There is this video where like they're at a funeral, definitely shout out to the family, and like they're all wearing red, and like this lady walks in with like a 6-foot hat, and I promise you I'm not exaggerating, but I'm just like, if it's one thing Black people gonna do, we're going to do the most.
Listen, 1, 2, 3,
but you know what I think it is? It's making our culture tangible. Everything that we like. As soon as you said the big hats, I'm like, culture. Church is culture.
Culture.
Black culture. Barbecue is culture. Fashion, culture.
Yes.
The way we express ourselves, the way that we, and just put it in different tangible forms, whether it be fashion, podcasting, comedy, is really a reflection of our lifestyle.
Yes.
And I always look at it as being beautiful. Anytime I see a Black person that's just scrolling and I see them being creative, especially when I see ladies putting their makeup on, or I see guys going a little get ready with me, or even if I see a podcast setting, I'm just like, that is beautiful to see Black people together. And, or even in our individuality, to see how we all are totally different, that none of us are the same. People may mimic each other, but we still have our own uniqueness each and every time. And I love seeing it every time I scroll, every podcast I see, every video I see. I'm just like, that's my people.
Yes.
And you guys are beautiful, each and every one of you.
Yes. So just imagine that in the classroom or in the workspace, right? How do you envision that being? Like, what would that look like? What would education look like if more individuals and more professionals had the opportunity to do what we just said, to be colorful, to be tangible, to embrace who we are, to be ourselves, to literally step into the language that we have, because it's a language. Like, it's something. Some people be so lost.
It is definitely a language.
Some people so lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, talk to us nice. I feel like it's going to be good.
You know what she get to.
Let me fix my glass.
I know.
So I'm going to get to that, right? But I'm going to tell you how you said we have a language. So I don't know if you guys seen this earlier.
Okay.
But it was something on Instagram, and it said, I don't even have to say what it's going to say, but you're going to follow me.
Okay.
It says, if we're able to get this miracle before the end of Black History Month, we're going to have a barbecue.
I don't know who you're talking.
And then it was all the memes of all the things we never said what we was hoping for.
But we know.
We know.
We're here.
So you said we have a language. You know how Kiki be like, Rose.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like that. And
Bro.
Honey, he a good man. He a good man, Savannah. Savannah, yes.
It's a language like that. So,
Oh
but
my
in the
God.
education space, it's kind of weird, because I'm trying to think of how I would make that look like if I had a classroom, right? Because there's so many different ways to be creative. So if I was a setup, I would have different workshops for different things. Like just imagine like a Black creative institute, whatever that would look like. Then you have like a fashion department and a dance department, an art department.
You know, there used to be a thing back in the day where they used to really have classes literally directly for those things, but they were taken out because they didn't have the funding for it. So then it's like, it was taken away from the creativity that people were getting within those classrooms. And
that's usually a major roadblock to our creativity is the funding.
Watch
it. The lack, the access to certain kinds of money. Because I done seen schools waste money on stupid shit. I'm sorry.
No, seriously.
Really
for
stupid
real.
shit.
For real. That's why I said, so they say. The funding, so they say.
But, also like, shouts out to Lincoln University. I love y'all. Goes there. They could do better.
Oh. Now let's give them a shot.
Accountability.
Love y'all. Not too much.
I know it's a funding issue. I know it is. I know it's a funding issue. They have brilliant kids there. But again, the lack of resources, they don't have like a legacy board like Howard or any of these types of places like that. So that's the thing. We could have all these wonderful ideas. How would we fund it? And this is where I say the gatekeeping comes, because we have too many Black successful people who are creative, who are not giving back in the way that they should to make sure that the people after them come. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure the pipeline stays consistent.
Keep
it going.
It's just like you have people like, Cecily Tyson. Love her. She had her school. You know what I mean? And different things like that. But you don't really see that. You don't really see a lot of Black creatives creating institutions like that. Maybe they are, and they maybe aren't like told as much.
Dr. Umar, where's your school?
No, seriously. Where he at? With his wives.
I hope he's doing okay, though. How you doing? Hope all is well. But I'm also side-eyeing too. I'm just like, we gave you millions of dollars. Where's the school?
Black women prosperity. Pork and beans. Where is the school?
Like where is it? Where is it?
You said pork and beans.
Where is it? Did you want to add, or we could
move on?
Okay. So who do y'all think would benefit from our creativity? Like if we were to, like you said, be instructors, if we're instructors or we're professionals in higher education, or we're even scholars, imagine we're back in school. Who would benefit if our creativity was actually embraced in these settings, right? And who do you feel would be most threatened by it?
Okay. Well, I think it would be great for everybody. Because I think that'll open up doors for all of us and open up them gates and everything so that we could kind of understand each other and definitely learn each other. Who's going to be most threatened is definitely white people. And I think that like, and nothing against y'all. Hey, how you doing? My God. But like, I really do believe at times that we're just a threat in general. And I just don't know how that's even a thing that like my skin, what I wake up in every day, what I wash every day, that somehow when I walk out the door, I'm almost automatically a threat to you. And that is just really disheartening. And it's crazy because even my creativity is a threat to you as well, where you may steal my content. Because I literally just had that happen where like, 2 white creators stole my video, and when I hit them up and said like, hey, could you just take my video down? You put your watermark on it. You took my creativity, my editing. You took all this stuff. Could you please take it down? But then they're just like, I didn't know it was your video. Okay, so like my hashtag, my whole name is on it. So usually do your research before you just kind of steal something from somebody. And even just recently, another content creator stole something from another Black guy, and they had to put the video side by side because some people said that we were tripping. But when they put the video side by side, I'm just like, so we're really just a threat. And I don't know why we're a threat when we can really work together. And I can help you be a little Black.
Yeah.
My God, you never not get your little lingo that we use and things like that. But if you're going to be threatened by me, there is no way that we could ever be together.
Yes.
There is no way in any type of way or fashion. So that's definitely how I feel. But I think that we all could really come together and make this happen. There is a very big possibility. There are too many politicians, too many people who have spoke before us, speaking right now, that are doing so many great things to bring us all together. But I still feel like there's still going to be that little divide, that little line that's going to be like, now we cool and all, but you got to stay over there though. Like, love you down. Yeah. I'm here for your culture, but like, if y'all could just be in that corner over there, that'd be kind of great. And I think that's just so like demeaning at times.
Yeah.
And it's not all y'all. Praise the Lord. It's not all y'all.
Did you want to answer?
I agree with that. I agree with everything that he said. I feel like they need to see it instead of trying to see it as competition. Try to see it more as an ally.
Yeah.
How can I help you? Help you with your content or whatever you may have going on. So I feel like that way we could kind of bridge the gap somewhat.
Yeah.
Because I'm always here to help. Like, everybody knows if you need a phone number, a space to go to, a podcast space, if you need something like that, I'll tell you right then. I'll give you 5 names right now. But I can't say the same thing about somebody else.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I'm a little controversial, so that was so nice what y'all said.
Listen, I love no controversy, my God.
How can I? Of course, we benefit everyone, not just white people, but all over.
Of course.
All over Swagger Jacks. But I would say that I don't really want to work with anybody outside of us.
You don't?
No, and I'm going to tell you why. I feel like we have to take care of home first.
Okay.
You know, a lot of the reasons why they kids still is because we don't gatekeep enough. And I feel like, you know, you just can't walk into Harvard and say I'm a Harvard student. You can't just walk into Stanford and say I'm a Stanford. If you look at other cultures, they gatekeep very well. And sometimes our Jesus spirit puts us on the cross.
Okay.
That's just how I feel sometimes.
Tie ourselves up.
I just feel like that has always been our problem. We've always been turning, and we're extensive and we're loving, even to our detriment.
Yes.
And I feel like we have to learn that.
Even to our detriment. Jesus. That was good.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Again, these feelings are by me. And
No, that's really good, actually.
You know, and maybe down the line we could do the expansion and do all that cross. But until we get ourselves together, us as a people, as a diaspora, we just start thinking about us before we start. Yeah, because that's why they can still, because we're too loving. And if we don't have nothing in our pockets, what can they take?
Shut up.
No,
my God.
Look. Well, on that note, we'll be right back. That we good? All right, how long was